Sunram. Sunram finds it. OC left pocket three on the way. Tickles it Twine.
Now it's Maddie Bass on the drive. Bass, nice move, and Bass with an easy layup.
Up to the feet, Ruppel brought back down. O'Connor, though, lost the grab, and down to the mat. Ruppel with a chance for a pin with a minute 15. There it is.
Pick and roll, Kaloran. Hooks it underneath, and a bunny for Hannig.
Right side to Charlie Shaw. Shaw looks right, drives in, attacks the double team, and splits him for the layup.
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant Tuesday evening inside the Raider Activity Center here tonight in Tower City. It is the Maple River Raiders squaring off with the Richland Colts, and welcome to our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. To get a free quote started today, go to IrieInsurance.com again to get your free quote started today. Chase Miller with you here on this Tuesday evening alongside with Taylor Sherman running the camera. Taking a look at the matchup between the Colts and the Raiders here tonight. Richland at 4-5 on the season, 1-1 in District 1 play. Head coach is Olivia Schmidt. For the Richland Colts, they lost back-to-back games on January the 11th and the 13th. The 13th was a 4-point loss in overtime at Tri-State. Their game on Friday night against Griggs Dakota was postponed due to Mother Nature. So for the varsity team, it's been a little over a week since they've been on the floor here. For the Richland Colts, again, looking to get to 5-5 with a win. Their leading player in terms of scoring and rebounds is Elena Schmidt, the 6'2 senior, averaging 16 points and 14 rebounds per contest. Well, we go from there to the Maple River Raiders, head coach by Nathan Hoots at 7-4 on the season, 2-0 in District 1 play. To open up the year, they won 5 out of 6. They lost 3 straight, but have won back-to-back games, including their last game on Thursday night at Weimar Lidgerwood with a 48-35 win. Even though they were held to a season low in scoring for the Raiders, they still won by 13 points, and senior Addison Hannig surpassed the 1,000 career point plateau for Maple River. The Raiders, again, at 7-4 on the season, 2-0 in District 1. Their leading scorer, Violet Richmond, at 15 points per contest for the freshman. Then Addison Hannig, nearly a double-double of 14 points and just under 10 rebounds per game. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this. Take a look at your latest District 1 standings. Division B girls basketball poll. We'll hear from the coaches. That and more is still to come on our Irie Insurance pregame show.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Winter Conference 2025 is Wednesday, January 22nd at the Avalon Center in Fargo, North Dakota. You can register at planterdoc.com. Engineers, agronomists, and product experts will share insights focused on improving farm operations. Stay ahead of the curve by learning how to maximize your efficiency in the field with solutions for every season. Register for Winter Conference 2025 at planterdoc.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
As we continue on our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance, taking a look at the latest District 1 girls basketball standings. Maple River is 2-0 in district play. Sargent County sits second at 2-1 alongside with Oaks. And then you got Tri-State, who's 3-1, actually in second. So Tri-State again currently second at 3-1. Sargent County and Oaks tied for third in the district in terms of overall records at 2-1. Richland and Weimar Lidgewood even at 500. The Warbirds are 2-2. Richland is 1-1. Enderlin sits at 0-2. Hankinson is 0-5, and Barnes County North again will be locked in as the number 9 seed in the District 1 girls basketball tournament. Your out-of-town scoreboard tonight on yourliveevent.com. A doubleheader with Weimar Lidgewood at Sargent County. Oaks makes their way to Enderlin this evening for a District 1 affair, and then Tri-State has a non-district game at Wilmot, South Dakota. Also, some games of note here tonight on yourliveevent.com. Central Cass at Kindred in Division A. That is a doubleheader. Also, Northern Cass at Carrington in girls hoops, and a top 5 ranked matchup in Double A out west featuring Mandan and Minot. That again is a look at your latest District 1 standings and your out-of-town scoreboard. The Division B girls basketball poll at number 1 is Benson County sits at number 1, followed by Kenmare Bullbells at number 2. Tioga 3 with Central McLean 4, and then Berthold at number 5. Bowman County sits at number 6 with Washburn at number 7. Mayport CG, the Patriots at 8. Garrison at 9, and the lone team out of Region 1 are the Lions of Linton HMB. Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, and Hatton Northwood receiving votes with Langdon Area Munich, Sargent County, and Oaks as well in the latest Division B girls basketball poll. Again, number 1 through 3. Benson County number 1. You have Kenmare Bullbells number 2, and Tioga at number 3. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show here today. A reminder, coming up in the month of February, we will have both the District 1 boys and girls basketball tournaments. District 1 girls is just over 3 weeks away, beginning on February the 14th. And that'll be at Valley City State University for the quarterfinals on the 15th and the 17th. Again, we'll have the District 1 girls basketball tournament from VCSU middle part of February. The boys will be down at Science in Wahpeton on February the 28th, March the 3rd, and March the 4th. Again, both the boys and girls District 1 basketball tournaments, you're home for it. For video coverage is yourliveevent.com. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll hear from the coaches, Olivia Schmidt, followed by Nathan Hoots, ahead of our starting lineups and the opening tip today from the Raider Activity Center. This is District 1 girls basketball.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Your home for the North Dakota District 1 basketball tournaments is yourliveevent.com.
Up by 1, bounce pass inside Cadoon. Cadoon takes the ball screen jumper from 14, got it to go.
The girls tournament tips on Friday, February 14th from Valley City State University. Boys tournament gets underway on Friday, February 28th at the North Dakota State College of Science.
Hand off now to Rayshawn. Earl takes the ball screen, left wing. Earl, dribble, pullback, 3 on the way, nothing but twine.
That's the District 1 basketball tournaments on yourliveevent.com.
In a world of chaos, you need superhero-level protection.
I keep telling everyone they need to get the right protection for their lifestyle. Some do. We do.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Get the right protection for your lifestyle. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote and consultation.
On our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance from Tower City. It's District 1 girls basketball with the Richland Colts and the Maple River Raiders. Joining us here from Richland's perspective is Olivia Schmidt. This interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. And Olivia, crazy to think you're at the midway point of the season. It's been about a week now since your last contest. You've had some Mother Nature, had to have a game postponed that you were scheduled to play on Friday night with Griggs Dakota. So just, I guess, how's the week been from your last game to where you are now here, Olivia?
It's another long week of practice. We did have a JV game against Barnes County on Thursday, so that was nice to have our JV kids get out there. Came out with a win there, so that was huge for them to do that. But you can tell we're getting a little sick of practice. We're ready to play some games for sure, and now we're hitting the grind with 3 games a week and, another game on Monday, so 4 games in not too many days, but I think they'd rather have that than 4 days of practice in a row.
I know a lot of people are going to take a look at the matchup with Addison Hannig on one side with Elena Schmidt on the other. I know that's not the only matchup, but a lot of people are going to look at those two. So what are you looking forward to as a coach, and what's one thing that you want to see from your club with that particular matchup here on the interior tonight?
I think they've played against each other forever, and I think they're probably both sick of playing against each other too. But Addison has a lot of really good moves inside, and so does Elena. They've kind of gone back and forth, throw a punch, take a punch, throw a punch, take a punch over and over. And they're both 2 solid posts. So obviously she's a huge part of their offense. She's a huge part of their defense. They're rebounding. They do a 5-out offense at times, and she pops out in the perimeter, which is a little different. And obviously Elena's a huge part of our offense in terms of the same things, offense, defense, rebounding. So it should be a great matchup inside. They're going to work to get her the ball, and we're going to work to get Elena the ball as well, and just kind of see what we can do and hopefully stay out of some foul trouble and just kind of let the chips fall where they may.
Taking a look at one of your other players too in the backcourt with Lily Miranowski. Just kind of what have you seen from her, and what does she mean to the team this season?
She's a huge leader for us. Being a point guard is never an easy job, right? Handling the ball all the time and then still being expected to score, to pass, to get your team in an offense, to know what defense everything's in. So she's done a huge job stepping up for us in terms of the offensive side, but she's also one of our best defenders. She can play on the perimeter. She can poke out for steals. She can read the passes across the court. So we're super lucky to have her. Super fun to have her as our 1-2 punch with Elena, and she just helps us a lot. She's our assist leader on the team. She's I think our second in our points, and so her offensive of game has really exploded this year, which is really fun to see because she can do so much, and it's really fun to actually kind of see her doing it this year.
Final thing for me, Olivia, as you kind of get through these district games, you're under a month before you get to that district tournament. Biggest thing you want to see from your team is what for the last 3 to 4 weeks of the regular season?
I think you could ask all the girls, and we're going to say rebound. I'm rebounding at heart is my thing, and we're working on it in practice. That's an area we do need to improve. So I think if we can limit those second chances for other teams' offensive rebounds and then go play offense, that should help us win hopefully a few more games.
Olivia, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck here tonight.
Absolutely, thank you.
And again, Olivia Schmidt, head coach for the Richland Colts, will continue on our pregame show after this from Tower City.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley school districts in Page and Fingal, North Dakota. If you're interested in an ag loan, real estate, consumer, commercial, or HELOC, give Dwight a call at either branch location. Reach out to Janine about investing in a certificate of deposit or save by opening a money market account. Proudly supporting the Maple River Raiders and wishing the athletes and coaches a successful year. Hometown Community Bank is an equal housing lender and member of the FDIC. As we continue on our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. It is District 1 girls basketball in Tower City with the Richland Colts going up against the Maple River Raiders. Joining us from Maple River's perspective is Nathan Hoots, the head coach. This interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. And Hoots, so far in the season, obviously a nice couple of wins, back-to-back wins that you're able to get as well with Oaks and going on the road to Weimar-Lidgewood with some District 1 wins. How have you just kind of seen your team play here in District play early on?
I think for the first time and pretty much since the new year, we've come out with aggression, both offensively and defensively, to begin games. Too often we kind of went through a feeling out portion of a game against Mayville and Edgeley-Culm and Lemoore. We sat back and we were a little passive on defense the first 10 minutes or so of each of those games. And the change has been, we've come out, we've been the aggressor defensively, and that has allowed us to build leads in the first half that have eventually held up through 4 quarters.
As you take a look at Addison Hanig, able to get over 1,000 career points on the road in your guys' last performance. So what does it mean to see her accomplish that as a senior, but more importantly, just to get to that particular milestone, knowing her journey of what she's been through here with your program, Hoots?
Yeah, it's a story of persistence and patience and just a lot of really, really hard work. As a 7th grader, she came in and provided us just with a couple minutes here and there, kind of get her feet wet, played a lot of JV, and then kind of thrust her into a starting role as an 8th grader. Like you said, she went through a tough injury when she was a sophomore, when she was playing really well. And last year was an absolute catalyst for all the games that we played in and all the ones that we won last year. Just really, really proud of the way that she's fought through everything from start to finish. And it's just it's an awesome story to be able to tell that, if you work really hard and you stick with the program, good things will happen.
I know it's not the main key, but a lot of people will probably look at the roster and look at the size of Elena Schmidt, the size of Addison Hanig, and say, okay, is it going to be won or lost in the post play tonight on the interior? So what is that matchup going to be like, seeing those two go after one another?
If we can just neutralize, if we can play that to neutral, we'd be really happy tonight. The last couple of years, it's kind of been who has been in foul trouble and who has not. A couple years ago, we got Schmidt in foul trouble and we were able to take advantage. Last year they got Hanig in foul trouble and we had to play small and fast and tried to just neutralize all of her advantages that she has inside by playing with tempo. This year we're hoping we can do a little bit of both, just have a couple different ideas of what we're going to try. But the main thing is we can't allow her to get touches inside the paint and with us on her back, because she will go right through us and score. She's so strong, and then keeping her off the offensive boards.
Last thing for you, Hoots, here you got a month left, or under a month left before you get to that District 1 tournament. Biggest thing you want to see from your team is what for the last couple of weeks of the regular season?
Do not let off the gas defensively. I've been really, really happy with, like I said, the aggression that we've played with, the mindset that we're going to try to get a stop every single possession. We've done a really nice job of, if a girl makes a mistake, the next line of defense is there to clean up the mess. We're flying around, and I just really hope that defensively we can lay the groundwork for a run, hopefully deep into the postseason.
Hoots, is always good to see you. Best of luck here tonight against the Colts.
Thanks, Chase.
That again is Nathan Hoots, head coach for the Maple River Raiders. We'll continue on our pregame show after this from Tower City.
Stay up today all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
As we wrap up our Irie Insurance pregame show here today from the Raider Activity Center, those interviews again brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. Share their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. That again is dhb.bank. It's the Maple River Raiders at 7-4 on the season, 2-0 in District 1 play, going up against the Richland Colts at 4-5 on the season and 1-1 in District 1 play. When we come back after this, it'll be the starting lineups and the opening tip here tonight. Next game for Maple River, they'll make their way Thursday down to Hankinson to play against the Pirates, then have a doubleheader with Sargent County on the 30th. Well, for Richland, they will go up against the Sargent County Bulldogs on Friday for their next contest. Back after this with the starting lineups and the opening tip inside the Raider Activity Center.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Hi, this is Jim, and with Bernie Berkemeyer, we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us in enchanting Ireland June 25th to July 4th. Experience the ancient history, natural beauty, and the warm hospitality of Ireland. We travel across this beautiful country visiting places like the Kilkenny Castle and the breathtaking cliffs of Moher. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
As we get you ready for the starting lineups here for the Richland Colts, as they're clad in their Columbia blue uniforms here tonight with the white numerals and lettering outline in that little gold or yellow here with Richland across the front. Lillian Miranowski, Lily for short, the 5'7" senior guard, 10 points and 3 rebounds per contest here for Miranowski. From there, Janet Tazarek, the 5'11" sophomore forward, 8 points and 6 boards, with Mallory Gunnis, the 5'6" junior guard, averaging 3 points per contest. Abby Fisher, the 5'6" junior forward, at 2 points and 4 rebounds, and Elena Schmidt, the 6'2" senior center, 16 points and 14 rebounds per game here for Schmidt. Miranowski, Tazarek, Gunnis, Fisher, and alongside with Schmidt, Olivia Schmidt is the head coach here for the Richland Colts at 4-5 on the season. Now we go to the Maple River Raiders as they're honoring Addison Hannig again with her 1,000th career point in their last game out, which was last week on Thursday at Weimar Lidgerwood, able to surpass that for the senior here. So able to do that in front of the home crowd as they will go like this, part of their starting lineups here for the Maple River Raiders as they shut the lights off here inside the Raider Activity Center. They'll go with Violet Richmond, a 5'8" freshman guard with 15 points and 3 assists per contest. Again, Richmond at 5'8". Brielle Colorin, a 5'10" senior forward, 9 points and 6 rebounds per contest. Claire Irie is the 5'9" junior forward at 5 points and 3 rebounds per game. Also from there, Addison Hannig, the 6' senior center with 14 points and 9 rebounds. And then Abigail Colorin, Abby for short, the 5'5" freshman guard with 5.5 points per contest. Again, Richmond, Brielle Colorin, Irie Hannig, and Abby Colorin here for the Maple River Raiders. Head coach by Nathan Hoots at 7-4 on the season, 2-0 in District 1 play. The Richland Colts averaging 47 points per contest, defensively giving up 48, while for the Maple River Raiders, they're averaging 55 points per contest, while defensively giving up 47 points per game. A little history with these clubs. The Richland Colts coming off a 8-14 season a year ago, losing to Oaks in a region qualifier down at Science School. While for the Maple River Raiders coming off a state tournament appearance, 21-8 a season ago, finishing second in the District 1 tournament. That's a little background and your starting lineups as well. That again does it for our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com. That's IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. And Chase Miller alongside Taylor Sherman with you here in this one as we get you ready for this basketball contest, as doing the opening honors here at 7-11 on a Tuesday night. And District 1 girls basketball here inside the Raider Activity Center is underway. Abigail Colorin brings into the front court here. Colorin making her way. Teardrop inside the paint. That'll hit the back and the side of the iron as the rebound comes down to Elena Schmidt, her first Lily Miranowski will bring into the front court here as the Raiders bring up man pressure defense. Schmidt with an early touch, able to go high-low with it on the flex cut. Open on the left wing is Abby Fisher. Fisher will see this back inside to Schmidt against Hanig. That'll be a fun matchup. Schmidt with a nice power dribble, able to finish for 2 in the opening 2 points on the City Hope scoreboard goes to the Richland Colts. Full court pressure defense here by Richland. Pass is going to get deflected and eventually turn over. Abby Fisher will see this one across the paint, and this one will be out of bounds and a turnover here on the Richland Colts. It'll be their first of the contest. Richland 4-0 on the season when scoring 53 or more points, while Maple River, they're 6-1 on the year when they scored a 54 or more. As Violet Richmond steps into a deep two-pointer, got it to go. First tie of the ball game here, knotted at 2 apiece at the 7:05 mark. Nice pull-up jumper there for Richmond as Richland is able to break the press. Tazark able to go hard off the window, and just like that, finishing over Irie as the Colts regain the advantage here at 4-2. Abigail Killorn here crossing the timeline now for Maple River as she's able to do so. Gives this one off, and we'll see a foul at the top with Miranowski. That'll be Lily's first and the team's first here for the Richland Colts. As Richland, a little zone defense after that make, as Irie will see this one now to Violet. Richmond leaves it to the baseline to Hanig. Hanig with a left pocket three-pointer. That'll hit off the iron, but a backside board for Killorn. That's Abby. Gives this now to Bree. Brielle across the paint to Hanig, who's spinning into a double. Leaves it now to Violet. Richmond inside the paint, but will have a traveling violation. Maple River will see their second turnover here. So far, 2 so far for the Raiders, 1 here for the Richland Colts, as Richland will inbound the basketball. As they will, full court pressure defense. Miranowski going one-on-one with Violet Richmond here. Violet working her, zigzagging down to the front court. Miranowski trying to set up the offense as she's able to do so to the baseline. As she gets the ball right back, Schmidt will handle it now. Schmidt spinning her way on the interior, shot up, no. Rebound for Schmidt, put back off the window, good for 2. Something that Nathan Hoots talked about, trying to keep Elena off the offensive rebound as she has her first offensive board of the game at 6-2 Richland. Abigail Killorn in the front court, leaves it now to Hanig. Hanig finds a cutting Brielle Killorn inside the paint, bounce pass to the baseline here to Irie. Irie will see this one now to Abby. Abby, couple of dribbles inside the interior, shot is up and off the mark. Schmidt with her third rebound of the game. Miranowski will see this to the right-handed side now to Gunnis. Gunnis at the right wing between the circles, back to Miranowski. Miranowski runs a little 1-4 set, will shoot the three-pointer on the way, off the iron, no. Rebound, though, for Schmidt. Putback, can't get it. Tazark, though, will get another opportunity. And this one will be a steal going the other way. Violet Richmond, right-handed scoop for 2. Violet with all 4 points, but early on the story, this game has been the window. Richland with 5 rebounds to Maple River's 1. However, still it's a 2-point lead here for the Richland Colts early in this opening quarter. Left-handed side is Fisher. Fisher at the wing, up and over the pass to Miranowski. Block shot by Killorn, that's Bree, and here comes Maple River. Violet Richmond up the floor now to Irie. Irie for the lead, step back 3. This one will go long, and a rebound here to Abby Fisher. Fisher in the front court, able to utilize this to the right-handed side with the basketball. As there's going to go to Miranowski. Miranowski with the pass to Tazark. This one will be off the mark, but a board for Schmidt, who gets fouled. Elena with her 5th rebound of the contest will head to the line to shoot 2. As we'll see the first foul of the game against the Maple River Raiders. As this one will go against Irie, her first. Schmidt, a 78% free throw shooter on the season, buries the first. As a team, Richland is shooting 61% from the charity stripe here this season. Sydney Loff, a 5'6" senior guard, will check in here for the Richland Colts. Richland also making another substitution. We'll let you know who that is after Schmidt buries the second free throw attempt. Also coming in will be Ashley Steger, the 5'5" freshman guard. Full court pressure defense again by Richland. A little diamond trying to trap when they can. Colts match their largest lead of the game at 4. Hanig jumper in transition, no, but she gets an offensive rebound, put back by Schmidt, good for 2. Hanig with her first made field goal of the night. Maple River back within 2. Richland left side, Fisher lost it off the shoe, able to save it now to Elena. Schmidt will give this one That's going to be to Steger here. She will see this with Ashley. Back to left-handed side to Fisher. Nice little interior pass to Schmidt. She gets tripled. Ball gets reversed right wing. Three-pointer by Loff will be off the side of the backboard. No. And a rebound here for Hanig. Addison Hanig gets her second board of the game. Maple River with a chance to tie or take the lead. Kaloran right-handed side to a weaving Violet Richmond. Richmond with a teardropper from 13. This one will be out of bounds and last touch here by Violet. 8:44 left to play in the opening quarter. It's on our City of Hope scoreboard. It is District 1 girls basketball here tonight on your liveevent.com. Richland with Loff in the front court. Leaves it right-handed side. Maple River, little zone defense here up top. Ball will go right wing with it now as that'll go to Tazarek. Gives it to Fisher, and Violet Richmond trying to get the steal and does. Richmond with the pass to Kaloran. Kaloran with the left hand off the layup, good for 2. Points in transition for the Raiders, and we have our second tie of the game. Tied at 8 apiece here at the 3:20 mark as Richland will handle it now with Loff, and we'll see a foul here by Bree. Kaloran will get tapped for the foul. That'll be her first, the team's second. And for the first time tonight, we will have a substitution in the game as P-Set will come in. It'll be Hallie here for Maple River for the Raiders off the bench. Miranowski able to return here for Olivia Schmidt. Miranowski right-handed side. This will go to Cindy Loff. Back up top here for the Richland Colts. Ball will go to the baseline to Loff again, now to the right wing to Steger, back up top to Miranowski. Posting up is going to be Schmidt, able to get to the block shot, no, and then there's going to be a foul on Hanig. Listen, Hanig picks the foul, her first, team's third after the rebound by Janet Tazark. That'll be her second as she heads to the line. Something that Olivia Schmidt talked with us on the pregame show is rebound, and rebound some more. That's exactly what Richland has been able to do here tonight. Tazark misses the free throw, a 48% free throw shooter on the season. As we will handle free throw attempt number 2, as the Colts looking to regain the advantage. Tazark free throw attempt is up and in. She's got 3, and then you got the 6 for Elena Schmidt. That makes up the 9 here for the Richland Colts. Irie will seize this in the backcourt now to Violet Richmond. As Richmond at the left wing gives it to Kaloran. Kaloran to the baseline now to B-Set. B-Set up and over on the pass to Hadding. Nice high-low game to Irie. High off the window for 2. Claire Irie gets her first field goal of the game. The 4th different Raider in the scoring column, and Maple River has their first lead here in the opening quarter. Ball back up top to Miranowski around the world as it goes left wing to Steger. Line drive shot, no good. Box up by Irie. Now they hit the outlet to Kaloran. Kaloran trying to beat all the Colts down the floor, and she does for 2. Kaloran now with 4, and it's a 3-point contest. So far the difference for the Raiders, some points in transition here. Block shot by Hanig. Here goes Bree. Bree will see this one to Violet Richmond. Violet across the paint to Hanig. Hanig able to keep it before it goes out of bounds. Spins. Now to Irie, back to the top to Kaloran. Bree with a nice shot fake. High off the window, good for 2. Kaloran now is 6 and a timeout on the floor. Since it was tied at 8 apiece, it's a 6-1 run here for Maple River over the last 1 minute and 26 seconds. Back after this here inside the Raider Activity Center.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
14-9 Maple River out in front here on yourliveevent.com on the City of Hope scoreboard. Work and play in Hope, North Dakota, from job listings to housing options. You can search HopeND.com. That again, HopeND.com. Violet Richmond able to come away with a steal. Leads a pass to Kaloran, who able to get to the paint for 2 again. Brielle Kaloran now with 8. It's a game high here for the senior. Part of 2 seniors here for Maple River with Bree and Addison Hanig. Able to go right-handed side to Richland. This will go to Cindy Loff. Loff on the baseline, leaves it left wing now. This one will be a senior 3-pointer by Miranowski. Short rebound here for Loff. Can't get it. Board will go to Hanig as they're able to get it up the floor to another Brielle Kaloran. Layup no. Rebound though for Violet Richmond. Bounce pass across the paint to Bree, who muscles her way up and in for 2. Kaloran now with 10. 18-9, and the Raiders have scored 10 points in the last 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Left-handed side, this one will go to Miranowski. Miranowski on the baseline gets doubled. Miranowski trying to get out of a double team here. Abigail Kaloran and Violet Richmond. Violet gets the steal, and we've said this a time or two. Brielle Kaloran up the floor. Pass those going to get deflected by Mallory Gunnis, and it will be in the hands of Maple River. Elena Schmidt quickly back in. Claire Irie will make the substitution as Kaloran will check out as well. Richland goes a little bit deeper down the bench here. Grant Holt, the 5'4 freshman guard. Shelby will check in here for Olivia Schmidt. Something that we've been seeing on this run for Maple River is the intensity defensively of what Nathan Hoots talked about in our pregame conversation, having to get it after it on the defensive end. B-set commits the turnover as Richland gets the steal. Colts will gallop into the front court here as Steger with it to the high post to Schmidt, able to make it to the baseline. Elena posting up on the interior, able to muscle her way, and there's going to be a foul. B-set going to get called for the foul. That'll be Hallie's first, team's fourth, as Elena heads to the free throw line where she has 6 points and 5 rebounds so far on the evening. You have 4 seniors on the opposite side here for the Richland Colts with Miranowski, Sydney Loff, also from there with Inger Holman and also Elena Schmidt. Elena Schmidt over 1,000 career points and nearing that 1,000 rebounding plateau as well for her career for the 6'2 senior center. Able to get the Colts back with an 8 after going 1 of 2 from the line. Abigail Kaloran, right-handed side, makes her way, but Schmidt with the block shot. She averages 2 per contest, and she will add that to her block party as well here tonight. As you'll see this on the inbounds. As you'll see Maple River inbounding it. As Maple River able to inbound it with Hanig. Hanig spins her way off the window. No rebound comes down to Schmidt. That'll be her 6th. Richland in the front court with Sydney Loff now at the right wing. Loff will give this one now to Steger. Steger back to Loff to the baseline. This one with Fisher. Jumper from the baseline. Got it to go for 2. Abby Fisher gets in the scoring column. Colts back within 2 possessions. Kaloran trying to beat the horn, trying to get a shot off here. Able to get the shot off, but it's short, and that's how we'll end our first half of play. On our City Hope scoreboard, it's 18-12 Maple River on your liveevent.com.
Maple Valley School District has formed a VEX Robotics Club. The club is open to students in grades 5 through 12. Beyond science and engineering principles, robotics allows students to learn the fundamentals of the engineering design process, creativity, problem solving, teamwork, and public speaking. More information can be found at myraiders.org. That's myraiders.org. And click on the Activities tab to learn more information about the Maple Valley School District VEX Robotics Club.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
As we get you ready for the second quarter play here inside the Raider Activity Center, Maple River led by the 10 points of Brielle Kaloran, while for Richland led by the 7 of Elena Schmidt. Maple River, 4 players in the scoring column, 6 rebounds, have yet to shoot a free throw. While for Richland, they have 3 players in the scoring column, 4 of 6 from the line, and they have 10 rebounds. But turnovers are starting to mount here for the Colts. They got 6.5. Violet Richmond, nice step through off the window for 2. Richmond now is 6 as Maple River leads it by 8. You'll see it now for the Richland Colts here with Miranowski looking for the pass to Schmidt, able to front, and then we'll have another turnover here on Richland. Front court will be with Abigail Kaloran. Gives it now to Bree. Bree will see this one right wing to Violet. Violet back to Bree on the baseline. Shot fake, taking a couple of dribbles. Able to slip it to Irie inside the paint off the window. No. Rebound gets tapped out in the hands of a Colts. Miranowski in the front court, held scoreless in the opening quarter. Ball will go left and inside. There goes a streaking to Zark into the paint for 2. Able to go from the free throw line to the left block to Zark, now with 5 points as this one goes off the shin of Abby Fisher, and Maple River will stay with the basketball. 18 points in the opening quarter again for Maple River, 12 for the Richland Colts. B-set Gives it to Irie. Irie at the left wing, able to attack. Find it to Bree. Kaloran, bounce pass back across the floor here to Irie. Scoop shot underneath the rim, can't get it. As Tazarek gets her third rebound. Something that Olivia Schmidt talked about was Jana's presence here this season. 8 points and 6 rebounds, so she can get those boards, and particularly on the offensive side, which we've seen already here tonight. Elena Schmidt with it, able to get this one off the backboard, no, and then we'll have a foul underneath. Ellie Beeson able to get the rebound, and there's a foul committed here by the Richland Colts. This will be their first of the quarter. Shelby Granholt will pick up her first, and we'll have a substitution as Richland here with Mallory Gunnis will check in. 6:35 before we get to the opening halftime report. Take a look at the first half numbers. See what happened earlier today across the region. That and more with the Out-of-Town scoreboard. Violet Richmond left-handed side to Abigail Kaloran here. Bounce pass off the shoe of Schmidt. And this one will go into the locker room as they will handle it now on the baseline. Raiders so far kind of a dynamic duo of Brielle Kaloran with 10 and then Violet Richmond with 6. Abigail Kaloran right baseline triple. This one will go long backside rebound for Irie, her second. As you'll see, Violet, she'll shoot a rainbow three-pointer off the iron, and then hitting the deck here will be Abigail Kaloran after the rebound by Elena Schmidt, her 7th. Left-handed side to Zarek, trying to chase this one down after the pass there from Mallory Gunnis, and a turnover here for the Richland Colts. Richland with the win would improve to 2-1 in district play, while a win for Maple River would keep them perfect in the district at 3-0. Violet Richmond taking a dribble inside the paint, leaves it now to Kaloran. Abigail, bounce pass, left-handed side. Here goes Hanig. This one will be a good swipe by Tazarek, and a steal then by Cindy Loft. Turnover number 4 for the Raiders. Loft the front court here. Brielle Kaloran playing the top of that zone. Ball will go on the baseline. Shot will be short, but Loft trying to chase after it, but eventually Bisset comes up with it. Bisset with her second board of the game. Violet Richmond right wing, ankle cross, getting to the paint. Hanig trying to relieve pressure, does, and we'll see a turnover here as turnover going out of bounds, not just re-establishing herself was Addison Hanig, so a turnover, that'll be her 5th. So for the Richland Colts, you'll see this now with Cindy Loft into the front court. Loft at the right wing now for Richland. Posting up is Cesarek on the interior, gives it now to Schmidt. Schmidt muscling her way off the window, good for 2. She's got 9, working on a double-double in the opening half here for Schmidt. Colts back within 4. It's a 2-possession game. Violet Richmond, little hesitation, move back to Hanig. Hanig will see this one on the interior. Lost it on her way up as Tazarek able to help her out a little bit on the backside defense. Richland, don't look now, can make this a 1-possession game with a made field goal as Abigail Kaloran able to get the steal, getting in front of Schmidt up the floor to Brielle Kaloran. Left-handed layup, no. Rebound, though, for Violet off the window with the end one. Violet Richmond now with 8. Chance to make it 9 at the free throw line. This will be the first free throw attempt for Maple River here in the opening half. Foul on the Richland Colts will be on Abby Fisher, her first, and the team's second. Maple River's Violet Richmond, a 78% free throw shooter on the season. Miranowski back into the game again here for Richland. Free throw attempt by Violet's up and good now with 9 points. As Lila Richmond, the elder sister of Violet, will come in as Bisset will check out. Schmidt with Miranowski on the floor with Tazarek here for the Richland Colts. Also with Steger and Fisher. Little 2-3 zone pressure defense for the Raiders. Steger at the right wing with the basketball, dribbles back to Miranowski, steps into a right of the key three-pointer. That'll go long. Tazarek, though, with the board, her 4th, but then lost it. As we see Abigail Kaloran pushing the tempo now to Violet. Violet Richmond with a jab step, taking a dribble, able to get inside the paint, gets fouled, and Violet will head back to the free throw line. 2 more free throws coming here for Violet Richmond. Foul will come across on Tazarek, her first, and the team's 3rd. Avery Thorsgaard, part of our officiating crew. Maple River now back up by 8. I've been teetering between this 4-point to 8-point plateau for a good possession of this second quarter. Violet free throw attempt number 2 is up and in. 7 points in the quarter, 11 on the night for Violet, now a game high. So 21 between Violet and Bree here for Maple River's 25. Ball will go on the interior, little slip pass to Lena Schmidt and a turnover, and That's going to be one thing as this game progresses here for Richland. Just that turnover in the front court, but it does allow you to reset defensively as Maple River has scored some easy transition buckets on the transition steal and score. Raiders with Violet Richmond dribbles right-handed side as Richland goes man pressure. Kaloran gives this one to Hanig. Hanig gets walled off by Schmidt. Now to Bree. Left pocket three for Bree. That will go long. Rebound here for Tazark, and Tazark then is tied up with, able to save it as we'll see Richland continuing with the basketball, and then a foul here by Richmond. We'll get called for the foul, her first and the team's first. As we saw a couple of players stop for a moment, thinking maybe the ball went out of bounds. What the old adage says in sports, play till the whistle goes, and that's what Richland was able to do. Colts, Miranowski, right-handed side. This one will go to Steger, back to Miranowski. Steger up and over on the pass to Tazark. Tazark with a dribble, gives it across the paint, and then there's going to be a foul on the floor. This might be on Abigail Kaloran, and it is. Abby, the 5'5 freshman, going up against a 6'2 Schmidt. That'll be her first and the team's second of the quarter. Fresh 35 on the shot clock here for the Richland Colts. Richland gives this one to Tazark. That'll be short. Rebound here for Schmidt. Schmidt on the interior, partially blocked, and Kaloran will get the rebound. They push this one up the floor, then looking for the home run ball to Violet Richmond, and a turnover. That's number 7 here for the Raiders. You get into the month of June when it comes to girls basketball in Division B. It's kind of like the dog days of summer. In June and July, that is, when you got professional sports. January kind of has that feeling for girls basketball in Division B. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel with districts starting in mid-February, but it still feels like a lot of time to get there. Schmidt gets a block shot by Hanig. She gets another rebound, but Hanig able to swat that one out of bounds to the baseline. Claire Irie will check in for Abigail Kaloran here. So far, you've seen 8 players for the Colts, 7 for the Raiders. Colts right now slip it to the right baseline to Miranowski. Miranowski gives this one to Steger. Back to Miranowski here, and will handle a foul on the floor as Hanig was trying to get in front of Elena Schmidt and trying to front. Foul will come across on the aforementioned Hanig, her second and the team's third. That's always a fun battle when those two able to get together here. As B-Set will check in. Sometimes fouls could determine who maybe comes out on top or has the better individual performance, as the Raiders will go a little bit smaller, but getting the steal is Valley Richmond. Richmond up the floor to B-Set. B-Set from the right block, no. Rebound, though, for Bree. Power dribble gives this one to Irie. Irie then gets fouled. Irie, a 76% free throw shooter on the season, heads to the line to shoot 2. Maple River on the year shooting 65% as a team from the line. Gunnis picks up the foul, her first. Team's fourth as Irie hits the free throw now with her third points, as Abigail Kaloran will check in for Lila. Free throw attempt number 2. Raiders lead it by 10 here late in the first half as Irie hits the second one. 5 for 5 from the free throw line here for Maple River in the quarter, as Jenna Tazark will check back in. Maple River top of the zone of Violet Richmond and Hallie B-Set right now. Miranowski, right-handed side. This one goes to Steger. Steger at the right wing, shot fake there, back to Miranowski. Miranowski steps into a 15-footer. That'll go long. Box out, but a rebound here for Steger. Put back off the put back off the rim for 2. So Ashley Steger points off the bench here for Coach Schmidt and Richland. Formerly Olivia Johnson until she got married over in the fall for the Richland Colts. Brielle Kaloran on the interior. Flips one off the window for 2. She's got 12. 29-18. Richland will see this with Miranowski. Miranowski right-handed side. This one will go with Mallory Gunnis back to the top of the key as they're able to give it. Now to Gunnis to the high post, and a poke-away steal from Bree to B-Set here. And the Raiders will push in transition as they do. Violet Richmond, ankle cross, left to right to the paint. Finger roll, layup for 2. Violet Richmond, 9 points in the quarter. A Baker's dozen in scoring, and that is the margin as well here in the second. And a foul here for B-Set. That'll be her second, team's fourth, so both teams will be in the bonus from here on out on the next committed foul, as Elena Schmidt able to return to the game with Sydney Loff and also Shelby Granholt here for Richland. Lila Richmond able to come back in here for B set. Richland Colts on the season shooting 40% from the floor. So far held to just 4 points in the second quarter. 6 points in the quarter. Colts trying to get it to Tazarek on the interior. Raiders collapse defensively, get a steal. Brielle Kaloran up the floor to Violet Richmond, and then Bree stays with this one. Goes across the paint to Irie. Back up top now to Bree. Bree shovels it now to the left baseline. Richmond jumper. That's going to be by Lila, and then there's going to be a foul here for Bree. Kaloran will pick up her second, team's fifth, and will walk the other way to shoot a bonus free throw opportunities here for Richland. Colts will head to the free throw line with Shelby Granholt here for the 5'4" freshman guard. This will be her first free throw attempt of the season. As Richland 4-6 from the line as a team so far, and Granholt buries the first. Going a little bit deeper into the bench here. The 5'11" sophomore center will check in with Hanig. That's Aaliyah, the younger sister of Addison here. Free throw attempt number 2 is up and in as well. So Granholt now with 2 points off the bench. Richland got some bench scoring going here in this second quarter. Violet Richmond sees a double team. Able to get this one now to Lila Richmond. Now back to Violet. Violet, couple crossovers, gets to the paint. Now to Kaloran, left-handed side. This one goes to Lila. Back to Violet here. Richmond at the right wing, steps into a three-pointer on the way. This one will hit the front and back iron. Rebound comes down to Elena Schmidt. And then we'll have a traveling violation here on Richland. Schmidt gets her 10th rebound of the game. She's averaging just under 15 per contest. Richland will make a substitution with Lillian Miranowski, as coming out will be Mallory Gunnis here. As the Raiders with Kaloran at the left of the key to the baseline, that goes now to Abby. Abigail gives it to Violet here. Richmond right-handed side, taking a couple of dribbles. Now to Kaloran, left wing, rainbow triple on the way. That'll go long. Rebound here, coming down to Lila. About a half-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock, if that. Maple River could potentially hold for the final shot of the quarter as Nathan Hoots calls out an offensive set. 13 points here for Maple River so far in the second, with 8 points for Richland. Some adjustments for both teams. If Richland does foul, it would be 2 free throws for Maple River. Violet Richmond with 8 seconds now with 7. Ball screen comes by Hanig. Jumper from 16. Rattling out. Rebound goes to Schmidt. Schmidt with 2 seconds up the floor. Trying to get the shot up, but couldn't just hold it there for Sydney Loff. And that's how we'll end our first half of play. Maple River Raiders up on our City of Hope scoreboard at 11 as we head to the half here in Tower City.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartments. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
We always say we're a one-stop shop. North Star Ag is a full-service shoreline machinery dealership. So we have the 3 departments: sales, service, parts, fully staffed, have full inventory of all the parts that whole goods needed. We really value the service and the support that any traditional dealership would give you, but we specialize in shorelines. You can give us a call at 701-361-4790 or visit our website at northstar-ag.com.
As we come back at the half here on yourliveevent.com from the Raider Activity Center, thank you so much for tuning into high school athletics here today. Chase Miller with you alongside with Taylor Sherman running our camera here in this one. For the Maple River Raiders, 18 points in the first quarter of play, 13 in the second. While for the Richland Colts, 12 points in the first quarter and 8 points in quarter number 2 here for Richland. Taking a look at the team numbers for Maple River, they have 4 players in the scoring column. They're 5 of 5 from the free throw line. they have yet to hit a three with 14 rebounds, while for the Richland Colts, they are 6 of 8 from the free throw line, also have yet to hit a three. 5 players in the scoring column with 20 rebounds. Richland with 15 first-half turnovers to Maple River's 7. Individual numbers, Violet Richmond leads the floor with 13 points in the game, 13 points on 3 of 3 shooting from the free throw line. 12 points for Brielle Killorn with 3 rebounds. 4 points for Claire Irie, 2 of 2 from the stripe. Addison Hannick, 2 points and 3 rebounds. B-Set with a couple boards as well. Again, Maple River led by the 13 of Violet Richmond and the 12 by Brielle Killorn. For the Richland Colts, led by the 9 points of Elena Schmidt, 9 points and 11 rebounds. She's 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 5 points here for Janet Tazark with 5 rebounds as well. 2 points here for Steger off the bench. Abby Fisher with 2, and Shelby Granholt with 2 free throws has 2 points. Again, Richland led by the 9 of Elena Schmidt and the 5 points for Janet Tazark. This is our halftime show here today for Richland. Next game will be against the Sargent County Bulldogs in Colfax on Friday. Then they will play 3 games in 4 days beginning on Friday, hosting Sargent County for a District 1 game. Then on Saturday, going up against the Ellendale Cardinals on Saturday for a non-district game. Then Monday, making their way to Enderlin here for Richland. Well, for the Maple River Raiders, they will go down to Hankinson on Thursday. Then on January the 30th and the 31st, have back-to-back doubleheaders as the Raiders will host the Bulldogs of Sargent County on the 30th, then host the Tigers of Tri-State on January the 31st. That's a look ahead in your first half numbers. When we come back, Out-of-Town Scoreboard is coming up on our halftime report. That is next here in Tower City.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com. In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Winter Conference 2025 is Wednesday, January 22nd at the Avalon Center in Fargo, North Dakota. You can register at planterdoc.com. Engineers, agronomists, and product experts will share insights focused on improving farm operations. Stay ahead of the curve by learning how to maximize your efficiency in the field with solutions for every season. Register for Winter Conference 2025 at planterdoc.com.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com as we take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard across the region here in Division A girls basketball earlier tonight. In Division A, Kindred all over Central Cass, particularly in the second half, 63-31. Vikings able to get by the Central Cass Squirrels in that particular outcome. Again, that is in Division A. In Division B here earlier tonight, Sargent County picks up a win over the Weimar-Lidgewood Warbirds in part one of that doubleheader in girls basketball, 48-31. Sargent County, 48-38. So the Bulldogs improved to 3-1 on the season in district play, while the Warbirds dropped to 2-3 here in the district. Also tonight, on yourliveevent.com. Fargo North able to get by Fargo South in girls hoops 68-54. And in a good one out in Minot, number 2 versus number 1 in state in AA in girls basketball. Number 2 Mandan, 2 points better than the Minot High Magi, 53-51. That again is a look at your out-of-town scoreboard here tonight on yourliveevent.com. One more time, Sargent County over Wymer-Lidgewood, 48-38. We'll take a quick break. Back after this with second half action next here inside the Raider Activity Center. Maple River led by the 13 points of Violet Richmond, while the Richland Colts led by the 9 points and 11 rebounds of Elena Schmidt. This is District 1 Girls Hoops tonight on yourliveevent.com.
Local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Your home for the North Dakota District 1 basketball tournaments is yourliveevent.com.
Up by 1, bounce pass inside Cadoon. Cadoon takes the ball screen jumper from 14, got it to go.
The girls tournament tips on Friday, February 14th from Valley City State University. Boys tournament gets underway on Friday, February 28th at the North Dakota State College of Science.
Hand off now to Rayshawn. Earl takes a ball screen, left wing. Earl, dribble, pullback, 3 on the way. Nothing but twine.
That's the District 1 basketball tournaments on yourliveevent.com.
In a world of chaos, you need superhero-level protection.
I keep telling everyone they need to get the right protection for their lifestyle. Some do. We do.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Get the right protection for your lifestyle. Go to IRIinsurance.com to get a free quote and consultation.
Maple River and Richland just about to get underway here in this second half of girls basketball. Tied at 2, tied at 8. The difference in the first half was the stretch to close out the first quarter after being tied at 8 with 3:20 left to play in the first quarter. Maple River went on a 10-4 run thanks in part to some Brio Caloran transition buckets. And since then, Maple River has yet to relinquish a lead for the majority of the first quarter of play. Richland played with the lead up by 4 twice. Eventually got up to 8-4, and then again that run that followed it, and even a little bit bigger of a run to the quarter when you talk about, again, it was tied at 8 at 3:20, but it was 8-4 at one point. So you look at it, it was a 14-4 run for Maple River to close out the first quarter of play. See what happens here to begin this third quarter. Maple River, so far 4 players in the scoring column. Team that's shooting 39% from the field this season in a game that got underway at 7-11 earlier tonight. Well, for the Richland Colts, so far 4 players in the scoring, 5 players in the scoring column. No one in double figures yet, but Elena Schmidt with 9 and Tazarek has 5. Richland trying to snap a 2-game losing streak coming into this game, while for Maple River trying to expand on their winning streak to try to make it 3 consecutive here for the Raiders. Abigail Kaloran with Violet Richmond, also with Irie, Brielle Kaloran, and Addison Hannig on the floor with Maple River. You have Schmidt starting the second half with Miranowski, Fisher. Also from there, Gunnis and Tazarek here for the Richland Colts, as the shot clock and the game clock are different, so they got to reset everything here to a fresh 35 and then go from there. It's a bit 8 minutes as well back on the clock. And we'll get this second half officially underway. With it, Violet Richmond able to spin. Nice move on the interior here, and Violet Richmond now has scored in every quarter. She's got 15. Maple River leads it by 13. Ball will go left-handed side. This one will get tipped down, and it's a turnover here. Eventually, Hanig will come away with it. Maple River right-handed side to Violet Richmond. Right wing rainbow three. Got it to go. Violet Richmond now with 18 here on the evening. Ball will go right wing to Abby Fisher, to the high post to Schmidt. Schmidt will see it, and then there's going to be a foul on the floor. As the foul will come across here on Maple Rivers. Violet Richmond, her first, team's first of the quarter, but a 5-0 run to start again here in the opening 30 seconds and change. Richland looking for a quality possession here, but Hanig able to get in front of Schmidt, able to bat that ball away. Addison Hanig gives this one across to Violet Richmond for 2. And Violet just continues to add on to her scoring column. Hanig able to control the basketball, not get a double dribble. Miranowski in the front court slips a pass right wing to Fisher. Fisher will see this on the far side right in front of the scores table with the pass to Schmidt. Schmidt up and over to Tazark. Tazark inside the paint off the window, rattling out. And a rebound here for Kaloran. That'll be her 4th. Violet gives it to Irie. Irie on the baseline finds it cutting. Abigail Kaloran, block shot though for Schmidt. And then we'll have a officials timeout here, just with the near side, as we'll have a quick substitution. 6:41 left to play in the third quarter, 38-20 here on your liveevent.com. Just had a little spill with some concession stand food, or that's all right, as they're making sure everything is good to go here. Maple River became a doubleheader with Sargent County after last week. Sargent County was scheduled to play Maple River in a boys basketball game. Then they said, well, since the Bulldogs and the Raiders are going to play on the 30th in girls basketball, why don't we just make that a true doubleheader? So back-to-back doubleheaders here for Maple River. While for the Richland Colts, our game with Griggs Dakota again back on Friday was postponed due to weather, as there was a handful of games across the region, and really anything that you went north up. As you saw north of Grand Forks for a while, Interstate 29 was closed. Devils Lake, there was supposed to be a jamboree for Division A boys basketball. About half the teams made it to Devils Lake last week. So just added some flavor, but for the most part, knock on wood, it's been a fairly quiet winter when it comes to rescheduling, whether it's sports, activities, just school in general. As the ball will go right-handed side now for Richland. Richland looking for a quality possession here, something to get to the free throw line or a good look. Well, there's a good look, and there they go. Miranowski with her first field goal of the game. She's coming in averaging 10 points per contest. So she can get going here for Richland. That would be a nice 1-2 combination with her and Schmidt, as it's been all season. Violet Richmond, right-handed side. This one will go to Kaloran. Bounce pass on the interior to Hanig off the window for 2. Hanig's got 4, give Bree the assist, and Maple River leads it again by 18. Richland in the front court with Miranowski. Miranowski able to spin on Violet Richmond as she gives a no-look pass to Tazark. Jumper is going to go long from the baseline. Rebound, though, for Schmidt. That's her 12th. Three-pointer. That will be off the mark by Loff. And a board, though, for Tazark, another offensive board. But there's a steal as Kaloran bounce pass to Violet Richmond. Richmond with the step-through off the window, but this foul will be on the floor before the shot. No continuation. Abby Fisher will pick up her second. That'll be the team's first of the third quarter. First player for Richland with 2 or more fouls, as the Colts will bring in Shelby Granholt, also with Shay Little, the 6-foot sophomore center. Shaylee, Little will be checking in. So here at 40-22, ball will go on the interior to Hanig, and able to finish for 2 points after the out-of-bounds set. Now with 6 here for Addison. Richland left-handed side. Kaloran able to see that one and comes away with a steal on this zone. Abigail Kaloran back up the floor to Bree. Bree with a step across the paint to Irie, now to the baseline. Violet Richmond on the wing. Violet, teardropper, able to get another one to go. Violet Richmond is a stat stuffer now with 22. Staying in the front court, right-handed side to Fisher. Abby, right wing. gives this to the high post to Zark, as Richland will see this one here with it with Granholtz, and then there's going to be a foul on the floor. Not going to be a shooting foul, but the foul will come across on Hannig, who was there. Edison will pick up her third, the team's second of the quarter. B-Set will check in for Edison as she will check out here. Well, you'll have Steger able to come back in here for Richland. Tazark is on the floor. Also, we're seeing in the game here with Little as well, as we alluded to. Shot, no rebound, though, for Tazark. Put back will get the shooter's roll. 7 points, 7 rebounds now for Jana here as the Richland Colts down by 20. Turnover in the backcourt with Brielle Kaloran. Turnover, that'll be the 8th turnover of the game here for Maple River. 4:46 left to play in the third quarter on our City of Hope scoreboard. Raiders lead it by 20 as Richland at the right wing with Janet Tazark gives it to the high post now to Little. And there's going to be a turnover for a potential turnover, but we'll see this one be on the deck, and a jump ball on the arrow will make its way towards Maple River. Mallory Gutness here, the 5'6" junior guard, will inbound the basketball. We'll double check the possession here with the shot clock being at 29 seconds. Ball will go left and inside to Steger. Back up top, and Violet Richmond comes away with a steal. Richmond with a little step through across the paint with the left hand, but she's going to get another crack at this one after the rebound here. Ball will be up top to Abigail Kaloran, back to Violet. Violet from the North Star, Egg logo 3. That one will go short. Rebound, though, for B-Set. B-Set gets her 4th board of the game to Violet Richmond with the left-handed scoop for 2. Violet Richmond now with 24 for the 5'8" freshman guard. Richland right-handed side. The Colts with Granholt here. Granholt to the right wing to the baseline. Three-pointer from the right pocket. That'll go long for Mallory Gutness out of play, and this one goes towards Maple River. Richland with a near wholesale substitution here, as you'll have Miranowski with Schmidt also back in. Will be Sydney Loffin in the game and Abby Fisher. As the Maple River Raiders will see it with Violet Richmond. Richmond crossing over left to right, now to Kaloran. Abby gives this one out to Bree. Bree with a drive back to Violet. Violet with the cross to Bree. Bree with the bounce pass to B-Set. B-Set will see this on the baseline and eventually turn it over here. Just couldn't grab the possession, as the Raiders will have their 9th turnover of the game. Season high in scoring this year for Maple River, 72 at Medina Pinger Buchanan. For Richland, it's 61 against South Border. Ball will be on the floor, and we'll see a foul here for the Raiders. That'll be their 3rd after Elena Schmidt was posted up on the inside. Foul will come across here on Kaloran. That'll be Abby's 2nd. As Richland will give this one on the interior to Schmidt. There's a foul on Bree. So Kaloran will pick up now her 3rd. So you got 3 on Bree, 3 on Addison Hannig. That's the team's 4th. And from here on out of the quarter, Richland will be heading to the free throw line in the bonus. Lena Schmidt 3 of 4 so far from the stripe here tonight. Free throw attempt is up and in. There's the double-double now of 10 points and 12 rebounds. Second free throw attempt on the way here for Schmidt is up and good. So if you're Richland, a chance to stop the clock, get to the free throw line, hit some free throws here and see if you can cut into this 20-point margin. Abigail Kaloran, right-handed side to B-Set. Allie will find a cutting Claire Irie. Irie sees this, but Wassett trying to get the pass to Bree. Elena Schmidt comes away with a steal. Schmidt up the floor to Miranowski. Miranowski able to skip it left-handed side. This will go to Granholt. Granholt, the paint opens up for a moment off the window. No. Rebound here for Abby. Kaloran with it now to B-Set. B-Set baseline to Irie. Irie finds it to Bree. Bree on the interior power dribble. Left-handed layup. No. Rebound comes down to Schmidt. Schmidt will see this up the floor. Kaloran trying to chase after it and save it. Able to do so and get a turnover here on the Colts. Abigail Kaloran, no one's going to guard the ball, so Kaloran will drive and kick. Open left pocket 3 for Irie. That'll go long. Rebound here. Good job by Miranowski on the interior to come away with that loose ball. Miranowski crossing the timeline to the right wing. This one gets batted, and eventually Violet Richmond comes away with a steal. Richmond finds it to Brielle Kaloran. Left-handed layup for 2. Bree has scored in every quarter, now has 14 and a timeout on the floor here with Olivia Schmidt. We'll break as well with 2:22 left in the third. That's a 22-point lead for Maple River.
Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
48-26 after the timeout on the floor here for the Richland Colts. They'll have 3 remaining, 1 team foul so far. Well, for Maple River, they currently have 4 team fouls, but all 5 timeouts remaining for head coach Nathan Hoots' club. Richland in the front court. This one tapped away by Violet Richmond, as it will go out of bounds into the Richland bench. Colts will see this one now to Miranowski at the wing. To the baseline here. Jumper on the way for Cindy Loff. Tickles the twine. 4th player in the scoring column here for Richland in this second half. And then there's going to be a foul here for Loff. She'll pick up her first and the team's second. It was a 11-point margin to start the half. Quick 5 points for Violet Richmond. She has so far 11 here in the quarter. B set front court now for the Raiders. Right-handed side to Irie. Gives it to Brielle Calor. Nice find across the paint for 2 to Violet Richmond. And Violet continues to add on to her stat-stuffing performance now with 26. As this one will be last touch here off of Irie on the far side, as Colts will see this with Miranowski. A game that's about 55 minutes old from the opening tip here tonight. Colts with the right wing, Miranowski. This one gets intercepted by B-Set. B-Set trying to go coast to coast off the window, good for 2. Hallie B-Set with the steal and score in transition, as Richland with Miranowski able to spin. Here comes a double, and we'll see this one in a traveling violation after Miranowski just kind of ran in a dead man's alley a little bit here. And we'll see a substitution as Tadzar comes back in for Richland for the Maple River Raiders. You got Irie with a pair of Calorns on the floor. Violet Richmond and Hallie B-Set. Abby on the interior, bounce pass on the inside. Irie with a block shot by Schmidt. That's Elena's 3rd block of the game. And we'll spring Gundis the other side. Bounce pass, and this will be stolen away by Bree. Caloran to Abby, as Abby gives it now to Violet Richmond. Richmond at the left wing. Violet Richmond, good step in for 2. Violet Richmond with 28 of the 54 here for the Raiders tonight. Richland right-handed side with the basketball with Fisher. The shot will graze the front iron. Rebound here will come with Mallory Gundis. Putback is no good, but a board here for Cindy Law for second. Interior to Schmidt. Schmidt will stay with it, and then eventually there's a foul. B-Set will get tabbed for the foul. That'll be her 3rd, team's 5th. And Elena Schmidt now heads back to the stripe where she's 5 of 6 for the night. Free throw opportunity on the way. Here for Schmidt is up and in. 12 points in the contest for Elena. Free throw attempt number 2 is up and good. Schmidt now 4 of 4 in the quarter from the line. Richland back within 24. Full court pressure defense by the Colts as B-Set will see this. B-Set across the paint. This one gets deflected right in the hands of Violet. Next one, a field goal for Violet. She'd have 30 points or more, barring if it's a 2 or a 3. Abby Caloran at the right of the key. Abby gives it to Violet here. Violet with the step. Richmond gives it back up top. Violet able to cross. Pull back three-pointer for Richmond. Off the iron. Rebound will come to Zark, and that's how we'll end our first. Make that our third quarter of play. 54-30 Maple River here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts in Page and Fingal, North Dakota. If you're interested in an ag loan, real estate, consumer, commercial, or HELOC, give Dwight a call at either branch location. Reach out to Janine about investing in a certificate of deposit or save by opening a money market account. Proudly supporting the Maple River Raiders and wishing the athletes and coaches a successful year. Hometown Community Bank is an equal housing lender and member of the FDIC. Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Make sure you stay tuned to our post-game show coming up after the conclusion of this contest. Take a look at the final numbers. Get to our Agassi Precision Egg play of the contest. That and more still to come on our post-game show. Starting this fourth quarter play, Aaliyah Hannig will see it. Gives it back up top to Lila Richmond. Now to Abby Kaloran. Kaloran with it to B-Set. B-Set with a couple of dribbles. Driving kick to Irie. Irie gives it back up top on this weaving action for Maple River as Nathan Hoots goes to the bench a little bit deeper here to start this fourth quarter play. Abigail Kaloran will see this, and it's a turnover as Elena Schmidt comes away with it, but the Raiders do nearly take 30 seconds off the clock, and then we'll see a traveling violation as Ashley Steger went up in the air looking for a pass, just wasn't there, came back down with the basketball. Turnover here on Maple River as the Raiders here with Abby Kaloran brings it in the front court. Kaloran here at the top of the key, able to spin, and then there's going to be a foul. This will be on Shelby Granholt. That'll be her second, team's first of the fourth quarter. Again, the mercy rule in North Dakota is 30 points or more starting the fourth quarter play. Otherwise, it's still normal basketball, but once you get to 30, it stays with the mercy rule. Maple River will see this one right-handed side to Richmond. Back up top to Abby. Bounce pass now to Aaliyah. Hannig sees this to left wing to Irie. Irie with the drive. High off the window. Hits the front iron and rattles out. Little gets the board. Richland with Steger at the right wing. Foul will come across, and this will be the fourth here on Maple River. First of the quarter again here for Maple River. The fourth, though, on B-Set. With 6:54 left to play in the fourth. Richland inbound the basketball here with Granholt. There's a steal. Lila Richmond comes away with it. Kaloran up the floor to Lila here. Lila at the left wing. Gives it now to the hands of B-Set. B-Set to Kaloran. Kaloran with it on the drive, and we'll see a foul here in the act of shooting as Abby will head to the free throw line to shoot two here for Maple River. Foul will come across here on Granholt. That'll be her third, team second of the quarter. 64% free throw shooter on the season. Kaloran able to hit that one. Free throw attempt number 6 and 7 now for Maple River of the contest. As the second free throw attempt is on the way. And this one is up and good. Raiders have made the most of their free throws. They're 7 of 7 from the line here tonight. As Sydney Lawful check back in now for Maple River. Richland will bring into the front court. Steger. There's a jumper from the left elbow. Can't get it to go. Rebound here on the way for Krenzel. First time we've seen Krenzel in the contest. Here goes Loft. Loft inside the paint. No rebound now to Claire Irie. Irie with her third board of the game. Now the Richland Colts will continue in this man pressure defense. Aaliyah Hannig back up top to B-Set. As B-Set will see this one at the right wing. Gives this now at the top of the key to Irie. Irie takes it with this weaving action now to Abby. As Abby Kaloran at the top of the key. Abigail at the right wing, able to cross it on over. Abigail weaving her way to the paint, off the window, no good. Ball gets tapped down and eventually comes away to Schmidt. Schmidt now at her season average with rebounds at 15 here for Richland, coming in averaging 14.7. So rounded up to 15 as Schmidt trying to come on through, but just struck the pivot foot. And a turnover here on the Richland Colts. Substitution is Little will check out here for Richland. Janet Zark back into the game for the Colts. 12 points in the first quarter for Richland, 8 in the second, 10 in the third, and held scoreless so far here in the fourth. Lila Richmond gives this one now to Aaliyah. Hanig at the wing to the baseline to Irie. Irie with it on the skip to Kaloran. Left pocket three for Abby. Tickles a twine. Second three here for Maple River of the contest. Raiders with 18 points in the first quarter, 13 in the second. Steger with the step through, no. Rebound comes down to Irie, her fourth. And then we'll have a jump ball, and the arrow will make its way towards the Richland Colts. Then 23 points in the third quarter, and then 6 points make that 5 points so far here in this fourth. As the Raiders will make a substitution. As Alex Ketterer, the 5'5" junior guard, will check in. And we'll see this be a violation here on Richland on the turnover here. And we'll see what the Maple River Raiders are able to draw up here, nearly doubling up the Richland Colts in this fourth quarter. B-set. We'll see this one. Able to spin as she does. This one will go off her knee. Turnover, and it will be off of Maple River. Also something to make note of later on the season here for the Raiders. We've seen Sophia Statrum, a 5'10" 8th grader, get in the lineup a couple times here as of late. Not playing here tonight, but see her as this next month continues. Jumper on the way here for Richland. That'll be off the mark. Rebound goes to Irie. As Claire hits the outlet to Ketterer, up the floor to B-set. Teardropper, no. Rebound, though, for Alex. Back off the window. That one rattles out. Board here for Steger. As she gives this one to the right wing. This to Krenzel. Shot, no, but Steger stays with it. Turnaround putback. This will go short on a bounce, and it will be Maple River basketball. Richland will make a substitution here as Mallory Gunnis will check in. Also Miranowski back into the game, and Abby Fisher as well here for the Colts. Maple River with this result would improve to 8-4 on this season and 3-0 in District 1 play, while this result for Richland would drop them to 4-6 on the year and 1-2 in District 1. This one will be tapped away. Miranowski comes away with the steal. Gives this one to Mallory Gunnis. Back to Miranowski here to Gunnis. Play a little hot potato with it in the front court. Miranowski at the right wing, able to skip it. There goes Loff on the interior. Gets the ball right back. Shot fake. Jumper from 12. That'll hit at the front iron short. And a rebound here for Ketterer and Maple River. B-set. We'll handle it now. At the top of the key. Gives it to Alex at the right wing. Back to B-set here. B-set at the top of the key now for the Raiders. Dribbles to Richmond. Lila taking the ball screen. Richmond with the skip. Ketterer back to Richmond. 7 seconds on the shot clock to B-set. B-set to Ketterer. Three-pointer. This one will go short. Rebound for Hanig. Hanig then will pass this one. Will have a shot clock violation, thinking that it was her own teammate. So Leah will see this with a rebound, then a turnover here on Maple River. After she passed it, kind of said, oh, you're not wearing my color uniform there. As we'll see Maple River able to make a couple more substitutions as Ava Lark, the 5'6" junior, will get in the lineup. Also, a Gabby Santrum here, a 5'8" junior forward. Jumper for Richland. That'll go short for Mallory Gunnis. Ball will go out of play, hanging at this 59-30 mark for the last handful of minutes. Going back and forth, seeing who's going to score next. If it's Maple River, we get to the running time. If it's Richland, it gets to 27 or 26. Ball will go right-handed side. This will go to Lark. Lark with it on the interior. Turnover here on Maple River. And then Ketterer trying to get the ball right back. Does, but then able to give it right back here to the Richland Colts. And then Richland will see this one tapped out of play, and it will stay Richland's basketball. Colts looking for their first field goal here of the fourth quarter. So far it's 5-0 in favor of Maple River here in the final 8 minutes. Bounce pass. This will go to the wing to Fisher. Now up top as they work it around left baseline. Jumper got it. Mallory Gunnis gets in the scoring column for her first field goal. And the Richland Colts back within 27. The Raiders right wing. Getter with the pass and a turnover here. As you'll see this now to Miernowski. Miernowski with the step through off the window. Finger roll layup, no. Rebound gets tapped out, but Miernowski stays with this one. On the interior to Zark, able to spin from the baseline. Shot will be off the mark. To Zark with another chance, and she gets fouled, and we'll head to the free throw line. 7 points so far for Tazark. Season low in scoring for Richland is 27 against Park River Fordville Lincoln. Free throw will be on the way here for Jana. Able to hit the first now with 8 points. 8 points, 8 rebounds. And Richland will make a wholesale line of substitution. Sophie Peterson will get a chance to come into the game alongside with Goslow here, the 5'5 freshman. Able to see Krenzel return. Free throw attempt number 2 by Tazark. That one will go long. Rebound here for Hannig. That's Aaliyah, her second. As Nathan Oots calls out the offense, Lila Richmond, right-handed side. With it is Ava Lark. Turnover, and then we'll see a foul. Lark will pick up her first. That'll be the team's second of the fourth quarter. Maple River been stuck at 49 after a couple 5 points there for Abigail Killorn to begin the quarter. Substitution, we'll see Lucy Hermansley, the 5'6 sophomore forward, getting into the game here for the Richland Colts. Richland with Sophie Peterson, and we'll have a double dribble here on Richland. Maple River now will improve to 7-1 on the season when scoring 54 or more points. As we alluded to for both of these teams, it was trying to get to the 53 or 54 plateau, as we'll have a legal ball screen set here for Maple River. Getter will pick up the foul, her first. That'll be the team's third, as Richland was 4-0 on this season when scoring 53 or more, while Maple River came in 6-1 on the year when scoring 54 or more. Ball will go left-handed side for the Colts, and we'll get a turnover here as Lila Richmond comes away with the steal. Richmond left-handed side. This will go now to Satcham. Satcham with it on the swing pass. Getter to the baseline here to Lark. Lark with a couple dribbles. Teardropper off the iron, no good, and a rebound here for Richland. Hermansley able to get in the stat column there with a rebound. Richland will see this one to Peterson on the interior now, as that'll go to Little. Trying to get it back to Peterson. Peterson sees this at the left wing. Ball out of play. It'll be last touch here off Maple River. The Raiders will get ready for a game Thursday with Hankinson and Sargent County on the 30th. Well, for Richland, they will be busy in earnest Friday, Saturday, and Monday. 2 out of 3 of those games will be District 1 contests, as the jumper on the way is good for the lefty, as Glazzo is able to get in the scoring column here for Richland. Richland will host the Bulldogs on Friday, then go off against Ellendale and Colfax on Saturday, and make their way to Enderlin on Monday here for Olivia Schmidt's club. Maple River will see this in the front court, as they do with Richmond, just trying to dribble this one out. And that's exactly what Maple River will do. Raiders score 5 points in the quarter, but they will pick up the victory 59-35, giving up 5 points to Richland as well. And in doing so, the Raiders now are 8-4 on the season here for Maple River, and winners of 3 consecutive games. For the Richland Colts, they will drop their third straight and drop to 4-6 on the season. Maple River led by the 28 points of Violet Richmond. Brielle Killorn had 14 in the game. Elena Schmidt with 13 points and 15 rebounds to lead the floor here for the Richland Colts. Our post-game show is coming up next here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Hi, this is Jim, and with Bernie Berkemeyer, we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us in enchanting Ireland, June 25th to July 4th. Experience the ancient history, natural beauty, and the warm hospitality of Ireland. We travel across this beautiful country, visiting places like the Kilkenny Castle and the breathtaking cliffs of Moher. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Final again on yourliveevent.com. 59-35. Maple River picks up the victory as we take a look at the final numbers here in this one. First, let's start with the individual numbers here today. Maple River led by the 28 points of Violet Richmond, who was 3 of 3 from the free throw line with 3 boards. Again, Richmond with 28. Brio Kaloran with 14 points with 4 rebounds. He had 6 points on the way for Addison Hanig. Hanig also with 3 boards. 5 points for Abby Kaloran, who hits a three-pointer, goes 2 of 2 from the stripe. 4 points for Claire Irie, 2 of 2 from the line. Then 2 points here for B-Set as well for the Maple River Raiders. Again, the Raiders led by the 28 of Violet Richmond, and Kaloran had 14 points. You take a look at the team numbers then for Maple River. Able to finish here in this one with 25 rebounds. They go 7 of 7 from the stripe, 2 threes, 6 players in the scoring column with 18 turnovers. Well, for the Richland Colts, individual numbers, Elena Schmidt of 13 points, 15 rebounds here for Schmidt. 8 points then for Janet Tazark, who goes 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Also, you have 2 points for Miranowski, 2 points for Cindy Loff, 2 points for Mallory Gunnis, Granholt, Fisher, Steger with 2, and then Goslow with 2 points as well for the Richland Colts. You add up what they were able to do here tonight: 14, 16, 20, 22, and then adding up 37 rebounds here for Richland. They go 11 of 14 from the stripe. They did not hit a 3. 9 players in the scoring column and 32 turnovers here for the Richland Colts. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this. We'll get to our Enbridge Energy player of the game, our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the contest as well. Again, Maple River led by the 28 points of Violet Richmond, while Richland was led by the 13 points and 15 boards for Elena Schmidt. Back after this to put a bow on our postgame show next.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
Valley School District has formed a VEX Robotics Club. The club is open to students in grades 5 through 12. Beyond science and engineering principles, robotics allows students to learn the fundamentals of the engineering design process, creativity, problem solving, teamwork, and public speaking. More information can be found at myraiders.org. That's myraiders.org. And click on the Activities tab to learn more information about the Maple Valley School District VEX Robotics Club.
As we come back here inside the Raider Activity Center, let's get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Violet Richmond had herself a nice contest again. 28 points, scored in every quarter that she played. 4 in the first quarter, 9 points in the second quarter, 15 in the third quarter here for Violet Richmond. She hits a 3, goes 3 of 3 from the free throw line with 3 rebounds. Violet Richmond is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That is Enbridge.com. Our Agassiz Precision Egg Player of the Contest is the run that Maple River would finish the first quarter on. It was a 14-4 run for Maple River to finish the first quarter. It was tied at 8 apiece, but they were down at 8-4 at one point, tied it at 8, then added to that to finish off the first quarter. And a lot of it was because of steals and easy buckets for someone named Brielle Kaloran. Kaloran scored 10 of her 14 points in the first quarter, thanks some points to some steals and turnovers. Our Agassiz Precision Egg Play of the Contest is, again, the steals that led into turnovers and that big 14-4 run to close out the first quarter. Your local precision planting dealer, Agassiz Precision Egg in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. As we take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard here tonight from the Raider Activity Center, as they're giving the signatures out on the far side, so I do not believe we will get to a player interview or a coach's interview tonight, as some of those players have a poster and able to give their signature for the middle school, elementary kids, and some of their family members who made their way out here tonight to Tower City. But a final down at Sargent County. Bulldogs pick up a 10-point win over Weimar-Lidgerwood, 48-38. That one went final. Also in Division B girls basketball, Langdon Area Munich with a 30-point win over Drayton Valley Edinburgh. From there, Berthold defeated Mohall Lansford Sherwood 69-45 for the 5th-ranked Berthold Bombers, and then Washburn over Wilton and Wing 42-24 in girls hoops. Kindred all over Central Casson girls basketball 63-31 earlier tonight. Also, Davies defeats West Fargo by 30, and number 2 Mandan takes down number 1 Mine at 53-51. So that, again, is a look at your out-of-town scoreboard here this evening. With the loss for Richland, now 4-6 on the season, 1-2 in District 1 play, and it doesn't get any easier in terms of going up against Sargent County. Maple River finished last year as the runners-up in the District 1 tournament, the champs, the team they'll play next in Sargent County coming up on Friday. Well, for the Maple River Raiders, they'll make their way down to Hankinson, and then a couple of doubleheaders on the 30th and the 31st with Sargent County and Tri-State. For Richland, get a lot of basketball in this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Monday here upcoming for the Colts. Again, that does it for our post-game conversation. Maple River, with the win, has won 3 straight, improves to 8-4 on the year and 3-0 in District 1 play. On behalf of Olivia Schmidt and Nathan Hooch, join us on the pregame show. I'm Chase Miller tonight, repeating tonight's final here from the Raider Activity Center, 59-35 Raiders, here on your liveevent.com.